The Blair Witch Project. Presented by Deeply Inspiration. Imagine being lost in the woods, hunted by an unseen presence. This is the chilling premise of The Blair Witch Project, a film that broke the mold of traditional horror, introducing us to a new kind of fear. The story follows three young filmmakers, Heather, Mike, and Josh, as they venture into the eerie woods of Maryland to document the local legend of the Blair Witch. Armed with nothing but their cameras, their courage wavers with each passing day as they become hopelessly entangled in the forest grip. This film is unique not for its gore or jump scares. The Blair Witch Project, presented by Deeply Inspiration. Imagine being lost in the woods, hunted by an unseen presence. This is the chilling premise of The Blair Witch Project, a film that broke the mold of traditional horror, introducing us to a new kind of fear. The story follows three young filmmakers, Heather, Mike, and Josh, as they venture into the eerie woods of Maryland to document the local legend of the Blair Witch. Armed with nothing but their cameras, their courage wavers with each passing day as they become hopelessly entangled in the forest grip. This film is unique not for its gore or jump scares, but for its raw found footage style, making the terror all the more palpable. The fear of the unknown takes center stage, as the unseen witch and the unseasoned darkness become characters in their own right. As our characters delve deeper into the woods, they are met with something far more terrifying than they could ever have imagined. Our journey begins with three young filmmakers, Maryland, with the intention to document the local legend of the Blair Witch. They set foot into the wilderness, armed with their cameras, their curiosity, and a burning desire to uncover the truth. As they delve deeper into the forest, the atmosphere grows increasingly tense. The dense canopy above casts long, eerie shadows that play tricks on the mind, and the silence is often broken by the unsettling sounds of nature. Even the bravest among us would feel a chill creeping up their spine in such an environment. And our young filmmakers are no exception. In the first half of the movie, we see them stumble upon mysterious rock formations and stick figures hanging from the trees. Strange, you might think, perhaps the work of a local artist or a prankster. But the unease among the trio is palpable. These are not mere works of art or harmless pranks. They're signs, warnings, perhaps left by an unseen entity lurking in the shadows of the woods. The fear among the characters escalates, are replaced by hushed whispers and frightened glances. Their nights are plagued with strange noises of what the next night might bring. The woods, once a place of adventure, has turned into a nightmare they can't wake up from. The tension reaches a boiling point as they realize the chilling truth. They are lost. The once familiar trails lead them in circles. The map is nowhere to be found, and their compass seems to have a mind of its own. Desperation sets in as they realize that they are trapped in the clutches of the Blair Witch, or so they believe. As the days turn into nights, the terror grows, reaching a fever pitch as they realize they are not alone. The Blair Witch, a mere legend until now, seems all too real, and they are in her territory. The woods are no longer just woods, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. Lost, terrified, and hunted, our characters find themselves spiraling into madness as we delve further into the second half of the Blair Witch Project, and desperation that leaves a lasting impression. Our characters, initially brimming with curiosity and ambition, their sanity, worn thin by the relentless terror of the unknown, begins to fracture. The once familiar trappings of the woods morph into an ominous labyrinth, trapping them in its unforgiving embrace. The fear is palpable, the desperation unbearable. They stumble upon an abandoned house in the heart of the woods. Its decrepit walls, echoing with the whispers of a forgotten past. Here the horror of the Blair Witch escalates to a fever pitch. The house, void of life and warmth, serves as a chilling backdrop to the terror that unfolds. The character's dread is mirrored by the viewers, anticipation creating a crescendo of fear that culminates in a horrifying climax. The house, much like the mysterious forest, is a character in its own right. It exudes an eerie aura that chills to the bone. It is in this house that the characters face the most harrowing ordeal of their journey. Their terror is amplified by the haunting silence and the distant howling of the wind. The climax of their ordeal in the abandoned house is as chilling as it is unexpected. The characters are ensnared in a nightmarish reality from which there is no escape. Their fear becomes our fear, their desperation our desperation. Yet her presence is felt in every frame. In the end, all that remains is the camera's footage, a chilling testament to the terror of the Blair Witch. This footage, raw and unfiltered, presents a haunting narrative that lingers long after the credits roll. It is a grim reminder of the terror that unfolded in the woods, that continues to echo in the annals of horror cinema. The Blair Witch Project, in all its terrifying simplicity, is an unforgettable journey into the heart of fear. The Blair Witch Project revolutionized the horror genre. With its raw, unfiltered terror, it was like a primal scream in a quiet room, a jolt that sent shockwave through the landscape of cinema. Its impact was immediate and profound, forever altering the course of horror movies. The film's groundbreaking approach to storytelling, its reliance on the raw, visceral fear of the unknown, gave birth to a new subgenre of horror. The found footage film was soon adopted by a slew of subsequent films. Movies like Paranormal Activity and Cloverfield owe their existence to the innovative path paved by the Blair Witch Project. But the movie didn't just revolutionize the genre. Through its stylistic choices, it also shifted the paradigm of film marketing. Prior to its release, the producers launched a viral marketing campaign that blurred the line between fiction and reality. They created an intricate web of folklore and mythology around the Blair Witch, complete with fake documentaries and interviews. This innovative campaign sparked a frenzy of interest, sending audiences flocking to the theaters in droves. And boy, did it pay off. Made on a shoestring budget of approximately $60,000, the film grossed almost $250 million worldwide. It became one of the most profitable films in the history of cinema, demonstrating that big budgets and star-studded casts weren't the only recipes for success. Yet despite its commercial triumphs and influence on the genre, the true power of the Blair Witch Project lies in its ability to tap into the primal fear within us all. It showed us that the greatest horror is not what we see, but what we don't see. It's the unknown lurking in the shadows, the unseen terror that sends chills down our spine. The Blair Witch Project remains one of the most chilling horror movies to date, but in what is left unseen, it's a testament to the power of cinema to inspire fear and dread. A chilling reminder that sometimes the most terrifying monsters are the ones we can't see.